Thanks for downloading another segment from the Best of the Classic Metal Show. The Classic Metal Show is heard live on Saturdays from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern, exclusively at www.theclassicmetalshow.com. And now here's another piece of Classic Metal Show history on the Best of the Classic Metal Show.
The Classic Metal Show.
Here to bring you some knowledge, it's the Metal Experts! Never in music history have two people been so intelligent. These guys know that Zakk Wylde plays guitar! You gotta be kidding me. Ozzy Osbourne was in Black Sabbath? You're yanking my chain, dude. You gotta be kidding me! Britney Spears isn't metal? Man, those guys are brilliant! Here they are, the bastions of knowledge, Professors Mark and John, the Metal Experts!
The following segment is a parody. This is not to be misconstrued as original material of the Classic Metal Show. Parody is protected by the United States copyright law.
The definition of parody is the humorous use of an existing song, play, speaker, or writing which changes the words to give farcical and ironic meaning. Parodies have been challenged as copyright infringements on the original works, particularly since some have reaped terrific profits. Recent decisions favor the parody and say they have an originality of their own and thus are not infringements. There is a free speech issue involved in these decisions.
So fair use, you cocksuckers.
Right. So don't you forget it.
And if you want to catch this segment after it airs tonight, like in the podcast, you're going to have to go over to talkingmetal.net and sign up for that podcast, where we keep exclusive content of Talking Metal.
Right. All right, well,
TalkingMetal.net.
TalkingMetal.net.
And that's no longer porn, so don't think that you're going to get meat spinned.
Right. We actually have a genuine use for this now.
Yeah, now we have a genuine use. We'll put everything over at TalkingMetal.net so that these cocksuckers can't stop our iTunes.
And just to let you know, I've renewed that domain name for the next 5 years.
Very nice.
It's got to drive them nuts that we own TalkingMetal.net.
You know it does.
Because I know they went over and bought the other Talking Metals like .org and .tv and shit.
But you know they saw that we have it.
It's like, oh, fuck.
Those assholes.
Exactly. Just like
and there's no one I can call to tell on them about it.
Because I bought it legitimately, fair, and square.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just like beerchicksandpolitics.com.
Guess we don't need that one anymore.
I still have it, though.
Yeah, we'll keep it.
And it's great.
It is great.
I love that. And I had the presence of mind to buy up the classicmetalshow.com, .net, .org, as well as classicmetalshow.net, .com, .org. So
yeah,
I own all those.
Yeah, look at you, domain miser.
I am. So there, I got the ones that matter.
That's right, talkingmetal.net.
Yeah. All right, dude. Well, I didn't listen to any of this, and you obviously went through and edited out all the good parts, so we'll just jump into this, right?
Yes. This is I'll set a little bit of premise to this. This is the podcast following the release and the sales numbers being released of Chinese Democracy. So going into this, just know that these guys, A, know all about the record being released, and they're going to expound on that, and B, they know how well it did or did not do.
I just heard the entire album of Chinese Democracy, and I have to say, it sucked ass.
I love it.
So without further ado, Neeley, feel free to start.
All right, here we go. What a great way to end the 2008 live shows.
Well, of course, the only way we could.
Right.
Hey, Mark Striegel here, checking in with you from New York City. We are underground. at Johnny Utah's. I'm sitting next to John Astronomy, and John Astronomy is sitting next to some sort of creature, a bull, I guess.
Some sort of creature?
A bull,
I guess. Come on, Mark. You're from Fort Wayne, Indiana. I'm sure you can identify a bull. I'm sure you've been behind one humping away at one point or another.
Jesus.
I'm sitting next to one of two mechanical bulls in Manhattan. And let me tell you, this thing looks like a real bull. It has a head on it. It has horns, and I don't even know if there's what's that called? A
saddle.
Yeah, a saddle. Back in the saddle again, man.
Unbelievable.
What's that called?
What's that called? It's a saddle.
This is right out the box.
I know, right off the get-go. He's by some kind of a creature.
A creature?
A creature. It's a bull.
Not even a real bull. One of these fucking mechanical bulls.
Yeah, it's got a head, and it's got a horn, and got a tail, and it's got one of those things. What, a saddle? Yeah, that's it. It's a saddle.
Yeah, you know, one of those things.
It's Kurgan. You know, the thing you sit on.
All right, Johnny Utah's. Right after we do this podcast, we're going to jump right on that mechanical bull. Just kidding.
Yeah, I'm not. All right, let's get into the music right now.
Okay.
Why is this even a topic?
Yeah, because they're too good. You know, they're just two good fellas just sitting there having a good couple beers.
Couple beers, making cracks about the bull.
Smacking at each other on the ass every time they crack a joke.
Oh, Mark, you're so funny.
I know.
A little sound sample of Children of Bodom. Guns N' Roses' Chinese Democracy is out and kicking ass. So we're going to talk about...
Really? It's kicking ass? Really? Since when?
Since when? It's out of the top 20 this week.
When did it even kick ass to begin with?
It didn't even kick Kanye West's ass. It did not make it to number one.
It only sold like what, 2, 4, 6, like a quarter of what the AC/DC and the Metallica sold in the first week.
Right. Nice work. It's kicking ass.
That. But stay tuned. We got some great interviews coming up. Yngwie J. Malmsteen.
Yngwie is one of...
Oh, did he say Yngwie?
I thought he said Yngwie.
I thought he said Yngwie.
I'll try him again. See what he said.
Democracy is out and kicking ass. So we're going to talk about that. But stay tuned. We got some great interviews coming up. Yngwie J. Malmsteen.
Yngwie is one of the...
He did say Yngwie. Yngwie.
Nice.
How about Yngwie?
Wingwie?
How about Yngwie?
Yngwie?
Yeah.
J. Malmsteen.
Yeah.
If not the guitar god in metal history, way back to the Steeler days, Alcatraz, and then, of course, Yngwie J. Malmsteen's Rising Force. I interviewed Yngwie a long time ago for Talking Metal, and then you recently hooked up with Yngwie a few weeks ago.
Yes, I did. We will check that interview out in just a bit. John, you got a letter over there?
It says, "Hey, Mark." It's actually to you, but I'll read it. Just wanted to drop a note saying that my Saturday...
These guys are dopey. I mean,
I have a letter here. It says, "Dear Mark."
Yeah, I'll just read it anyway.
I'll just read it. What the fuck?
Morning would not be complete without Talking Metal blaring over the 9 speakers in my living room and kitchen while I get ready for the day and cook breakfast for my kids. Very cool. I do have one request. Would it be possible to cover more power or progressive metal acts? You two turned me on to some great bands I would not have heard otherwise, and this would be a great way to do the same in another genre for a lot of your other listeners. One of the best shows I saw last year was Symphony X and Epica. Absolutely over-the-top musicianship. I actually went to see Epica with Amana Somerville, but Symphony X was an in-your-face shredfest, and Russell Allen commanded the stage with such vocal prowess that he is now my favorite singer. My point is that Firewind, Nightwish, Hammerfall, Primal Fear, and the whole lot deserve more press coverage from metal outlets. And
well, I think we covered those guys pretty heavily.
Yeah, I'd say we cover every one of those bands.
I think we cover that stuff pretty regular.
And just to go back a little bit there, John, Amanda does not spell Amana. It spells Amanda. Amanda Somerville.
Right.
Get it right, dope.
They got to stop doing the shit in bars where they have to yell over the crowd.
No, it's the ambience. See, that's what we don't understand. Remember we read that we don't understand because they do something a bit quirky.
Oh, okay.
I like that metal was capitalized. These bands are carrying on the metal traditions of melody and...
He likes the fact that metal was capitalized?
The guy threw a capital M in there, and that's cool.
Really? Oh, my God. You're kidding me, right?
Play it back.
Primal Fear and the whole lot deserve more press coverage from metal outlets. And I like that metal was capitalized. These bands...
Wow. He liked the fact that he capitalized metal.
That is so cool.
That is.
Watch this. Watch the chat room. I'm going to show you something cool. Watch. Look at that.
Wow. You capitalized metal.
How cool is that?
Thank you, Rev.
They're carrying on the metal traditions of melody and great vocals while still keeping that metal edge. Keep up the good work. You're a greatly appreciated fellowship in music. And that is from Rick Shaw. And great letter. And why don't we play a little Firewind?
Yeah, here's some Firewind right now on Talking Metal.
That was Falling to Pieces by Firewind off of the PodSafe Music Network. And that's our...
What, PodSafe Music Network?
Yeah. By the way, if you want to look that up... Guess who's listed on the PodSafe Music Network and who's not?
I can't imagine.
Well, it looks like the Classic Metal Show is listed there. Looks like Talking Metal isn't.
Wow.
Friend Michael Butler who runs that.
Yes, he does. That's true. Firewind rocking us here in full on Talking Metal.
What does that mean?
In full.
Rocking us here in full.
I have no idea. But I like the pseudo DJ thing. That's right, Firewind right here on Talking Metal. You know, they do. Yeah, they're rocking us hard here on Talking Metal.
Pieces by Firewind off of the PodSafe Music Network. And that's our good friend Michael Butler who runs that.
Yes, he does. That's true. Firewind rocking us here in full on Talking Metal.
Really? Does that mean they played the whole song?
Well, they did play the whole song.
Okay, so that's what he's saying. They played it in full.
Wow.
They played a whole song.
Holy shit, they played a whole song in full.
Wow, great.
I have a letter here. This comes in from Scott in Olean, New York. I must say, I just heard the entire album of Chinese Democracy. And I have to say that as a Guns N' Roses album, it sucked ass. As an Axl Rose solo album, it wasn't bad. It wasn't good either, just rather mediocre. Definitely not something I would ever want to go see in concert. Just want to put my 2 cents in on this album. And
why don't you put down the beer there, Mark, and sober up before you start trying to read these letters.
Yeah, stop waving the paper in front of your face trying to make it not look like it's moving.
To let you guys know that all the hype and BS you raised about it was just that, BS. Guns N' Roses was, in my opinion, Guns N' Roses was through, in my opinion, after the Use Your Illusion albums came out. Scott. All right, Scott. Well, we respect your opinion here on Talking Metal, and we disagree with your opinion.
Really?
Lame.
Really? We disagree with you?
We respect your opinion, but we disagree.
Okay.
I love that letter.
Yeah. Well, I the only time that I'm ever going to give these two douchebags props is that they actually had the balls to read that letter.
Well, yeah. Well, wait. You'll hear the spin.
Oh, okay. There's spin to this?
There's the spin.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, definitely, Scott. I really love this new version of Guns N' Roses, and even if it wasn't called Guns N'
Hold on a
Roses,
minute. Stop. I want you to scroll back to when he starts talking and listen to how this guy thinks that he is an expert on Guns N' Roses.
Well, he's pontificating.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, he goes, well, Scott, for someone who's, not really an expert like yourself.
Yeah. Let me tell you how it looks from the inside,
yeah,
right here in the Guns N' Roses camp.
Yeah, let me tell you how a real expert would analyze this new CD.
Your opinion is okay for an outsider, but let me tell you what it's like from the inside.
Yeah, let me and I can see him with his arm across his chest and his other arm on his hand on his chin and stroking his chin like he's thinking deeply about this, pontificating on this important question.
Let me just give you exactly the right words to consider.
Yeah, definitely, Scott. I really love this new version of Guns N' Roses, and even if it wasn't called Guns N' Roses, I would be excited about this band, but I am actually glad it is called Guns N' Roses. And Mark and I have had so much fun and such a blast going to see the shows. What I would suggest is maybe you check these guys out live when they come around to your town, because that may change your mind, because those live shows were great, weren't they, Mark?
Oh boy.
I like the logic there. Well, you hate you hate this album, you hate this music. I would suggest you go check out the show.
Yeah, because once you see the show live, you'll change your mind.
Yeah, and since you hate these songs, where better for you to be but at the show to hear them?
Right.
What a dummy.
Yes, they were. They were definitely great. I believe in this album. I think it's great. I know a lot of you guys believe in it, too. We've had an amazing response for the Dr. Pepper coupons that we're sending out free.
Really amazing response.
Amazing response.
And what would you consider an amazing response?
Oh man, I would think several thousand.
Right.
Else.
You guys believe in it too. We've had an amazing response for the Dr. Pepper coupons that we're sending out free. Dr. Pepper for you guys, 12. And we're not talking about just one, but a 12-pack for you guys. I actually took one of the coupons, went into Target, got a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper, walked it up to the front, and just walked right out with free Dr. Pepper.
Wow. Really? You got 12 12-ounce cans for free?
Should we analyze all the ways that that's just ridiculously pathetic?
Yeah, well, number one, obviously he contacted somebody over there at Dr. Pepper and said, "Hey, this is Mark Striggle from Talking Metal, and I worked for MTV Networks."
Yeah, and I want to do something with Dr. Pepper.
Right. Well, that brings me to a point.
Okay.
And believe it, it's not my point.
Yeah.
So our good friend Greg Wisnowski, who is a friend of the show beyond belief.
Yes.
He says, he makes a great point here, and I'm giving him 100% credit for this point. The other day I noticed a headline that Axl Rose has filed legal action against Dr. Pepper.
Right.
So I'm just going to read the headline here real quick. I'm not going to read the whole article. I'll just read the headline. Axl Rose accuses Dr. Pepper of malpractice.
Right.
All is fair in Chinese democracy except when the citizens are denied the opportunity to drink what the doctor ordered.
Ugh.
Axl Rose holy mum when Dr. Pepper announced that it would bestow a free 20-ounce bottle to all Americans when Guns N' Roses' years in the making album finally dropped. I hate that term.
I don't like that one either.
Is taking the company to task by way of his attorney after learning that not all customers were served. The soft drink slinger had arranged to bestow online coupons to any thirsty freebie seeker.
Ugh.
I think this is the same guy who wrote for Guitar World.
It really is. The same douche.
Who visited its website on November 23rd, but the site crashed due to, well, high traffic brought on people's insatiable desire for free stuff.
Right.
Or insatiable, I should say.
Insatiable.
The promotion was extended for another day, but the site was unreachable for most of it per rose. Was that really per rose?
Yeah, per rose.
Yeah.
Sure it was. I'm sure Axel was over there trying to get himself a free Dr. Pepper.
And despite what surely is Rose's sympathy for, he has sympathy now. For those who have trouble meeting customer demand, his lawyer is calling the attorney getting ploy an unmitigated disaster which defrauded the customer.
It's not his customer.
Right. So anyway, Wheezy brings up a good point.
Yeah.
The metal experts had a contest for a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper. They gave away 15 coupons. Dr. Pepper is about $6 a 12-pack, so $90 total.
Okay.
So he did the math for us.
Thank you. By the way, they only gave away 14 because he grabbed one for himself.
And I'm sure Ostrana douche grabbed one too.
That's probably true.
I find it ironic that the metal douchebags teamed up with Dr. Pepper and that Axl Rose, Talking Metal's hero, never approved the whole Dr. Pepper Chinese Democracy promo to begin with.
Good point.
They love Guns N' Roses, but they are trying to ride on the coattails of Axl Rose just like Dr. Pepper did.
Good point.
I bet Axl would love to hear what assholes Bumblefoot has associated himself with. I find this funny and thought I'd share it with you. Hail and kill Greg Wisnowski.
He's got great points there.
So, so this guy is just brimming with glee and excitement that he was able to walk into a Target, his favorite store.
Yeah, Target.
Pick a 12-pack off the shelf, walk up with a coupon, that's what coupons are for.
Yeah.
Hand it to the clerk and walk out of there with that under his arm triumphantly.
You think he walked up to the thing and to the counter and said, "Hey, Mark Striggle, Talking Metal. Got my free Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, got my coupon here.
Got my coupon from Chinese Democracy. Did you buy it?"
And she goes, "All right. It says free 12-pack. That's what you got. All right, thanks. You mean I can leave now? You mean I can walk out of here? I don't owe you anything?" "No, it's a coupon for free Dr. Pepper." "Really? I get this whole 12-pack without, I don't even have to, pay anything?" "No, it's free."
Nope.
That's what it says on the coupon. It's free. Cool! Then he went outside, got on his cell phone, called John, said, "It worked! Dude, it worked!"
"Dude, it worked. I'm standing outside drinking a Dr. Pepper."
And it was free!
Holds the 12-pack up over his head as he's walking through the parking lot.
No, actually, I think John was probably outside with his digital.
Oh, probably.
And he told him to hold it up over his head, and then he took a picture of Mark in front of the Target with his free Dr. Pepper case. And then they'll post it on their website.
And here we are with our Talking Metal soda.
Right.
Amazing, and thanks for all of your...
Oh, wait a minute. I got to back that up so you could get the context of the amazing.
Yeah, we got to have that.
He took one of the coupons, went into Target, got a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper, walked it up to the front, and just walked right out with free Dr. Pepper.
Amazing, and...
Amazing.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. Wow.
What's a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper cost?
Well, didn't Wheezy just tell us in his email?
What did he say? $6?
Yeah, he said he says they gave away 15 coupons. Dr. Pepper is about $6 a 12-pack, so $90 total.
So $6, and listen to that reaction off of a fucking $6 free.
He took one of the coupons, went into Target, got a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper, walked it up to the front, and just walked right out with free Dr. Pepper.
Amazing, and thanks for all of your responses, guys. We're sorry we didn't have more to send to you, but the first 15 people got them, and keep rocking. And thanks to Dr. Pepper, thanks to Chris at Dr. Pepper, and thanks to Guns N' Roses. And we were able to put this great contest together for you and give you 12 free Dr. Peppers.
Really?
How cool is that?
You were really able to do that?
Yeah, were you?
We were only able to give away 15. Of course, Mark and I grabbed 2 coupons apiece.
Yeah.
So we both walked out of there with 2 12-packs each.
Yeah.
So that only left 11.
All right. If I give you, like I'm going to give you a copy of, like Joe McIver's books when I see you next month.
Right.
You know, I'm going to give you the Slayer book, and I'm going to give you the 100 Best Guitarists book. You know, each book, well, let me see, the Slayer book's right here. All right. Oops. The Slayer book retails for $27.95.
Wow, that's a steep. Is that a hardback? Hardback.
Sure it is.
All right. Okay. Well, that's understandable if it's hardback.
It sells for $28.
Okay.
Now, when I hand you that book for $28, is your reaction gonna be something like this? How cool is that? How cool is that? Or are you gonna be like, dude, thanks?
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Something add to the collection.
Now that's the equivalent of what? About 6 Dr. Pepper coupons.
Right.
What is wrong with these guys, Dan?
Yes, here's another letter. Guys,
Whoop. Sorry.
What is wrong with these guys that are they that destitute that a $6 purchase is going to make them fucking have to talk about it on their podcast to the world?
Well, it was free.
So what?
Well, that's basically the same mentality of someone we know.
Yeah, and we make fun of him too.
Yeah, free water.
Free water? Shit. I can't talk to you anymore.
Bottled water. It was free.
That was the best ever. Fucking dude sitting there talking to Jeff Pilson, and they brought out the free water, and he said, I gotta go.
He jumps up from the middle of the conversation to grab a bottled water.
Jeff Pilson looked at me like, what the fuck is wrong with that guy?
You know this guy?
I was like, nope.
No, I don't.
Not me.
A bottled water.
Bottled water.
Oh, boy.
Ridiculous.
To Dr. Pepper, thanks to Chris at Dr. Pepper, and thanks to Guns N' Roses. And we were able to put this great contest together for you and give you 12 free Dr. Peppers.
yes, here's another letter. Guys, what a masterpiece. Much better than the Use Your Illusion albums.
Oh. Oh. Really?
Sincerely, John O.
Yeah, seriously.
In the silver spacecraft.
Almost as good as Appetite for Destruction.
Oh, unbelievable. Really? It's almost as good. Almost as good, huh?
See why they read the bad one now? Because they could counter it with this good one.
Right.
Axel keeps us waiting, but he never lets us down.
Oh, really? Wow.
Congratulations on the special thanks you guys got in the liner notes. Talking Metal kept the flame burning for an album. All right,
put down the beer. Put down the beer.
Talking Metal kept the flame burning. So nobody was talking about Guns N' Roses until they heard about it on Talking Metal.
Right. I'm gonna cut this out for a clip right here.
Congratulations on the special thanks you guys got in the liner notes. Talking Metal kept the flame burning for an album. Talking Metal kept the flame.
That's what I'm gonna cut out right there. Talking Metal kept the flame burning for an album.
Sharon.
Burning for this album through the good times and the bad times. When does the countdown to the next Guns album start?
The countdown.
Well, it just so happens right across the street we have a rumor that Axl Rose is there.
Yeah.
Bill are in Independence, Ohio. Bill, thanks for your email. I'm not sure.
Go find him and beat him.
It better not have been Bill Peters.
I think we might be done with Guns N' Roses countdowns. I'm not sure.
Well, we'll see what happens.
He's not sure.
Well, there might be cause to get back on the Guns N' Roses countdown bandwagon.
We're not sure if this is, there won't be any more.
countdown to whatever part 2, Chinese Democracy 2.
Wow.
When the next album, starts to make some waves in the media, but you know what? I think Guns N' Roses is going to constantly work on new material, but they're going to do a great tour, in my opinion. I'm like 99% sure that would happen at some point.
Now, how do you know?
Because he's on the inside.
Oh, I forgot.
Aren't you paying attention, Neely? Everything about Guns N' Roses has to be okayed by Mark and John.
I forgot. They pass it by these guys first.
They replaced Mercurialis, or whatever his name was.
Curiatus.
Yeah, they replaced him. They are the management team of Guns N' Roses.
I gotcha.
In fact, they are the musicians as well. They are Guns N' Roses.
I gotcha. They're consultants.
They are. They're Guns N' Roses.
Gotcha.
And we're going to be there, and we'll cover Guns N' Roses whenever there needs to be some Guns N' Roses coverage. And for us, that's every day, because I would say Guns N' Roses is...
That's every day?
That's every day.
I want to remind you again
Yeah.
that these are two 40-year-old guys talking about Guns N' Roses, covering Guns N' Roses every day.
Like 99% sure that would happen at some point. And we're going to be there, and we'll cover Guns N' Roses whenever there needs to be some Guns N' Roses coverage. And for us, that's every day, because I would say Guns N' Roses is Talking Metal's favorite band.
You would? Really? I would have never guessed.
I had no idea. I thought it was Swashbuckle.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, boy.
Definitely one of them. Definitely. Robert Lee King posted a review of the album on our forums, talkingmetalforums.com. He says, good show and great album. Heard it Thursday night and listening to it again right now. It's good, but it is not a Guns album. Sorry, Axl is a key part of Guns, but without Duff and Slash, it just isn't the same. He goes on, you can read his review, that's Robert Lee King, on the Talking Metal forums. Robert, it's interesting, I agree with some of what you're saying. It's a great album, absolutely. Are Duff and Slash missed somewhat, maybe by some?
He didn't say it was a great album.
No, he didn't say that.
He said it was a good album. Not great.
Right.
But Mark just turned around and said, I agree, it is a great album.
Mm-hmm.
Dummy.
What's wrong with these guys?
Idiots.
Right now, it's good, but it is not a Guns album. Sorry, Axl is a key part of Guns, but without Duff and Slash, it just isn't the same. He goes on, you can read his review, that's Robert Lee King, on the Talking Metal forums. Robert, it's interesting, I agree with some of what you're saying. It's a great album, absolutely. Are Duff and Slash missed somewhat, maybe, by some, not by me.
Somewhat, maybe?
By some.
Yeah, by some, but not by me.
Yeah, now, Neely, just for point of reference, I want you to, wherever you're at now, I want you to write down about 30 seconds, about 15 seconds before that, the timestamp.
Okay.
Because you're going to want to, when you hear how this transforms, you're going to want to start this right there again.
Okay. So that'd be about 8:30.
Okay, so now play that. Now remember, at the start of this part, the guy said, it's good, not great, and Mark said, I sort of agree with you.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's see where this ends up.
Really, but Izzy is the guy who actually wrote a lot of the songs back in the day. So I think for you to say, Duff and Slash and leave out Izzy is a little crazy. But anyways, that was the old Guns. This is the new Guns. Everybody knows that. And the new Guns is rocking better than ever. Amazing record.
Yeah.
Better than ever.
Even though a minute ago it's good, not great.
Yeah. He doesn't even know.
He has no idea what's coming out of his own fucking cake hole.
It's what happens when you sit there and drink and try to do a podcast.
Ugh.
Man, my favorite song initially was Better, and it still is one of my favorites. written by Axl and Robin Fink. My current favorite song is Sorry, and it's no slight to Better. It's just that I'm getting into all the tracks on the record, and right now I've been listening to Sorry more than ever. I love that.
Wow, that's like one of the worst songs on that CD.
It is either that or Prostitute. One of those two are the worst.
Wow.
Song, man. I know that it has a Pink Floyd, not influence, but it kind of sounds like it could be a Floyd song, and I think that's a compliment to how great that tune is. But don't let that fool you guys. That chorus.
If you sound like Floyd, you're great.
How is that a compliment to anything?
Yeah.
It's not a compliment. That the word doesn't fit.
Yeah, it's rip-off if that's what you're really looking for.
It's a comparison. It's not a compliment. A compliment would be me saying, this is good because it sounds like Pink Floyd.
Right.
Not just saying, it sounds like Pink Floyd. That's a compliment. That's not a compliment.
Right.
More than ever. I love that song, man. I know that it has a Pink Floyd, not influence, but it kind of sounds like it could be a Floyd song, and I think that's a compliment to how great that tune is. But don't let that fool you guys. That chorus riff in Sorry, in my opinion, is one of the heaviest, and I'm not talking like heavy thrash metal. I'm talking heavy as in powerful. That is one of the, I say maybe one of the riffs of the year, in my opinion, the chorus of Sorry.
The riff of the year?
The riff of the year.
Does he write for Guitar Magazine?
Guitar World.
Yeah, Guitar World. Oh, that was the riff of the year.
It's the riff of the year.
Wow. Did Bumblefoot play that riff by any chance?
Of course.
It was done by Bumblefoot.
Wow. Riff of the year.
Wow.
Bum.
Wow.
BF came through.
Man.
I agree. Premonition also wrote a review of the album on our TalkingMetalForums.com. Premonition, of course, is a very prominent poster. He has over 3,055 posts on the Talking Metal forums. And
another person who's got nothing else better to do.
Loser. Jesus. Well, that's all right.
He is out of Saudi.
Hold on. I want you to keep track because, right now they're saying about how these reviews are great because they're on Talking Metal forums, right?
Okay.
Okay, keep that in mind as we go forward.
Okay. Let's play the rest of this here.
Arabia, but I guess he spends a lot of time in Canada, too. He goes through it track by track. Let's see, I'll just read a little bit. He says, Better. Everyone's heard this song before. Good song. Very catchy for sure. The drums sound a little more polished than before. That's a great comment. The drums do sound more polished on Better, and that's because they replaced the drums that you heard in the leaks with Frank's drums. Frank Ferrer covering the drums on songs like Chinese Democracy and...
Well, we would never know that because we didn't listen to the leaks.
Yeah, how do you know? If you never listen to them, remember? You don't listen to the leaks. You only want to hear it the way Axl wants it to be heard.
Right. I refuse to listen to the leaks.
Yeah, I refuse to listen to those leaks.
I don't know about you, dude, but I would have never listened to the leaks. No way.
Me either. Not at all. That's not how it was intended to be heard.
Right. Exactly. I was trying to do something here to put us on par here. Hang on, let me try to make this work.
All right.
Trying to make it work here.
All right.
Oh, come on, you dummy.
Hey, you want to not use that word? It's offensive.
What, dummy?
It's offensive.
Oh, it is. I'm sorry. I thought God damn it was offensive.
Yeah, well,
Let's try
maybe.
this. Oh, there we go. So, Talking Metal, covering, Guns N' Roses.
Well, I heard those drums, and, they sound different than leaks. Not that I listened to the leaks, because that wasn't the way they were meant to be heard, Neely.
Well, you know what, Chris? I thought Talking Metal makes some really good points, and, they are pretty amazing guys.
Yeah, Neely, I gotta agree with you. They are pretty amazing. Classic Metal Show toast to the Talking Metal guys.
Well, let me get my glass there, John, and so Talking Metal toast to you too.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it.
Excellent. Well, what do you say? We should continue with the Talking Metal?
Sure, let's talk some more metal.
I wish this crowd would calm down. Can't they see that we're actually recording here?
No, you don't understand. That's what makes this podcast special.
Why? Because we have to yell over the crowd into the mics, or what?
Yeah, that makes it better because you know that we're real people and not just two guys in a studio.
Oh, really? Well, damn it. You know, I'm starting to question whether we should record the Classic Metal Show in a bar setting so we don't have to yell so much.
No, we want to be yelling. That's going to be the new way. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh. Well, let's get back to see what Mark and John have to say here on Talking Metal about Chinese Democracy, the greatest album ever released.
What'd you say, Neeley? The waitress dropped a thing of beers.
I said, let's get back to Talking Metal and talk about how the greatest CD that was ever released.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear what they've got to say about that.
All right. Let's get back to Talking Metal.
Okay.
How'd you like my crowd noise?
Nice. It's good.
Didn't that kick ass or what?
Did you do go to a bar today and throw a recorder on the table?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Nice.
Better. Yeah, it's so cool to hear Frank's beat over the track because it's just really killer. And let me tell you guys, for all
it's so cool to hear Frank's beat over the track.
I guarantee you, there's no way in hell anybody could tell one from the other. Be honest. If it didn't say it in the liner notes, you dummies would have no idea who played what. And you still don't know that that's really right. You guys don't know.
Well, I listened to that CD and I couldn't tell you if that was Frank or not. What? I can't hear you. Damn, dude. Wish us. Well, anyway, I think we ought to check out, see what the metal experts have to say.
I don't know, man.
Seriously, dude.
I think this would have been better with the Slash.
No way, dude. I think Bumblefoot and the rest of the guys are probably doing a really great job.
They might be, man, but Robin Fink, he was the guy, and now he's not there anymore. You know what I mean?
Nice, huh? I love it.
Ugh, they stink.
I know, it's awful. All right. Get back to these knuckleheads.
All right.
I agree. Premonition also wrote a review of the album on our TalkingMetalForums.com. Premonition, of course, is a very prominent poster. He has over 3,055 posts on the Talking Metal forums, and he is out of Saudi Arabia, but I guess he spends a lot of time in Canada, too. He goes through it track by track.
Now, how would he know that?
And who would care?
I know. He spends a lot of time in Canada and Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, okay, and?
Let's see, I'll just read a little bit. He says, better. Everyone's heard this song before. Good song, very catchy for sure. The drums sound a little more polished than before. That's a great comment. The drums do sound more polished on better, and that's because they replaced the drums that you heard in the leaks with...
Well, how do you know that, Mark? You didn't listen to the leaks.
Well, someone told him.
Oh.
Because he only wanted to hear
Frank
them the way
Ferrer
they were
covering the drum.
Well, he insisted that they weren't going to listen to the leaks.
Yeah, because that's not how they were meant to be heard.
Right. But yet he knows the drums are more polished.
Yes.
Okay.
On songs like Chinese Democracy and Better.
Yeah, it's so cool to hear Frank's beat over the track because it's just really killer. And let me tell you guys, for all of you non-drummers, playing to a click or playing to music that has already been recorded is really hard to do unless you're a killer drummer. And that says a lot about Frank. And it says a lot about Brain, who apparently replaced a lot of Josh Freese's stuff. And Josh Freese, of course, is an amazing drummer. So, we've got basically 3 great drummers at least involved in this record. And it's just amazing. You know what I think is really neat is that...
He's got 3 great drummers involved.
Did he say anything there?
Yeah, he said that there's 3 great drummers involved with this, and it's pretty neat hearing Frank's beats over that song.
I don't know about that, Neeley. I was never a fan of Frank as much as I was Josh Freese.
Well, I don't know, dude. I listened to the record, and I could see where Frank put his expertise in his polished drumming on the tracks.
Yeah, I heard some of that, but there was that spot in Better at the 2:46 mark. I distinctly heard a Josh Freese drum beat.
I did too, dude. I agree. Great drumming by great drummers.
That's right. 3 great drummers on this piece of shit record.
Josh Freese co-wrote the song Chinese Democracy.
That is true. Chris Pittman wrote 2 of the better songs on the album, too. So a lot of great songwriting involved, a lot of great...
There were 2 songs on there named Better?
I guess so.
Because he wrote 2 of the better songs. But
if
I were to listen back to this, I thought the whole album was just great.
Yeah, the whole thing is fantastic.
Right. Hail and Kill, caller, you're on the air.
Frank Ferrer's previous claim to fame was the band Honky Toast. Look them up, they're fucking terrible.
I know of Honky Toast.
Ah, God. Shaking and a bacon, working in the kitchen.
Nice.
You ought to dig that one out and play it for your last song and go out with a bang.
Well, wait a minute, Doghouse. We want to do this right.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to the Classic Metal Show there, Doghouse.
Hail and Kill.
Well, Doghouse, what is your thoughts on the Chinese Democracy?
Oh, I think it is a good album, but not great. It's okay to listen to in the car when or in the bar when there's lots of background noise, like right now.
Right. Well, what bar
but
are you?
I wouldn't want to pay close attention to it.
Well, what bar are you hanging out at tonight, Doghouse?
I'm partying at City's back room.
Cool. Are they playing?
City's back room is right near Krabby's warehouse.
Are they playing Chinese Democracy on the jukebox by any chance?
Oh, I just loaded it up with $20 worth of quarters, and it's been playing on a continuous loop since 8 o'clock. They're about to throw me out if I put any more change in it, so I'm just sitting here biding my time.
Right. Are you tired of the CD yet?
Tired of it? Are you kidding?
It's
Dark Side of the Moon? Hell no. Chinese Democracy is IT.
Nice.
It's the bomb diggity.
Absolutely. Well, when we're done with this broadcast, I'll play in a game of pool.
Oh, I'd rather play darts.
All right, well, okay, Doghouse.
Do you like darts, Neeley?
Yeah, man, I love to play darts. I play darts, but not professionally.
I played lawn darts, but I had an accident. That's the way I talk the way I do.
Nice. All right, Doghouse, thanks for calling in, dude.
Fuck you, pal.
Our crowd noise is just as good as theirs.
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah. The song?
Yeah, the song, better.
Okay.
Playing. You should know that Bumblefoot and Robin Fink are the only 2 guitar players credited on every song. I found that kind of interesting.
Why?
Why is that interesting? What's interesting to me is that you have songs that have up to 5 and 6 guitar players credited on it. It just shows that there's no continuity in the songs.
None.
0.
It was also a little strange that Axl Rose did no press for this record. There was no press from Axl.
I wonder why.
Because he knew it was going to be a flop.
Of course he did.
Of course he did.
He's hiding.
Yep.
I mean, when you compare that to Metallica, who were on every FM radio station from Fort Wayne, Indiana to L.A. It's a little.
Well,
I guess that means that they
didn't do any East Coast coverage, just from Fort Wayne on to L.A.
That's what I was thinking too. From the Midwest over, baby.
Yeah.
Metallica was big.
Right. They didn't cover Ohio, Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, or any of the eastern board states.
Why would they? They got from Indiana to L.A.
Right.
A little crazy, and the album sold very well. One cannot help but wonder if it may have sold a little better if Axl would have done some press, but he chose not to.
Yeah, I think at this point...
The album did not sell very well.
No, he said one wonders if it would have sold better had he done
but
some
he
press.
said before that it sold very well, but you got to wonder if it would have done even better if Axl did press.
Right. Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Wait, back up. What did he say about Metallica? Do they have a new record or something?
Yeah.
Because we didn't hear about this at all in Delaware.
Really? None? Because Metallica didn't do any press over there?
Are they still together?
Yeah, I think so. Let's check this out. Let's see what he has to say.
In Indiana to, L.A., it's a little crazy, and the album sold very well. One cannot help but...
So you didn't find it over in the Delaware stores at all?
Absolutely not. Fuck those guys. I'm not a fan anymore.
They didn't do any press in Delaware or Jersey or anywhere close by, huh?
No Maryland, no nothing.
Wow.
Damn.
Metallica, bunch of fags. All right, Doghouse.
See ya.
Thanks.
Jeez.
Wonder if it may have sold a little better if Axl would have done some press, but he chose not to.
Yeah, I think at this point Axl Rose can choose to do whatever he wants to do, and like he says in China...
Why? Why at this point can he choose to do whatever he wants to do?
Because these guys will happily suck his cock no matter what he's doing.
What has Axl Rose done to where at this point he can do whatever he wants?
Beats me.
It's democracy. All I got is precious time, and you know what? If he wants to put out an album another 13 years, we'll be there to buy it. If he wants to do press in 13 years, we'll be there to listen to it. And if Axl wants to come on Talking Metal, we'll be there. Day or night, we'll fly to L.A. We'll do it anytime he wants because we love Axl and would love to get Axl on Talking Metal.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
If Metallica called us
yes,
and said, we'll do an interview, but you have to be in L.A. tomorrow, would we do the interview?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. What? That is just freaking ridiculous.
I got my bags packed, Axl. I'm ready.
Right. Unbelievable. Let me see. I'm gonna play this here. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna play you bitch. Oh, that wasn't good. That wasn't good.
Good enough.
No, it wasn't good. I want a continuous slurping sound.
Oh, nice. Play it in Winamp and just hit.
Why? I gotta find it first. Oh, that wasn't that good. Damn it. Maybe I should make a. Oh, I know what it is. I'll try this.
All right.
Here we go. Let me try this. I gotta play that clip once again.
All right.
Come on, you. Let's try this one here. I know we're doing everything on the fly, but that one deserves some special attention.
All right.
We'll fly to L.A. any time of day or night. We'll just drop what we're doing and we'll just get on a plane.
Sure.
JK.
Thank you, Mikey. Let me see. Let's try this one here. The water pump. Household. Human short suck. I wonder what this is. No, that wasn't enough. Oh, there we go. That's a good one, huh?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
There you go.
Let's see if I can. Come on. Stupid thing.
All this to get a sound effect.
I know. I'm just ridiculous like this. This stupid website is so slow. Come on, you dumb thing. Here, I know what I'll do. All right. Play this. Back this up.
To do, and like he says in Chinese Democracy, all I got is precious time. And you know what? If he wants to put out an album another 13 years, we'll be there to buy it. If he wants to do press in 13 years, we'll be there to listen to it. And if Axl wants to come on Talking Metal, we'll be there day or night. We'll fly to L.A. We'll do it anytime he wants because we love Axl and would love to get Axl on Talking Metal.
Absolutely. We want to thank Guns N' Roses for the special thanks that we received. Special thanks to John and Mark from Talking Metal on Chinese Democracy. That is quite awesome.
And what's really amazing, it's one of the very first special thanks as well.
Yes, it is. It's insane, really, dude. It's a great album. I love it to death.
It's insane.
It's a great album. He loves it to death. Before he agreed that it was good, not great.
How about that, huh?
It's good.
I like that. Boy, oh boy.
I have the vinyl. I listened to it straight through numerous times over the weekend. It is great stuff. And the media agrees with me. Rolling Stone, Billboard.
Wait a minute. Did he just say the media agrees with me?
Well, with him, right.
Oh.
As well.
Yes, it is. It's insane, really, dude. It's a great album. I love it to death. I have the vinyl. I listened to it straight through numerous times over the weekend. It is great stuff. And the media agrees with me. Rolling Stone.
Nice.
Oh, wait, it gets better.
Unreal.
Billboard, the Orlando Sentinel, all rave reviews. BraveWords.com, a rave review of Chinese Democracy.
What is a rave review for Brave Words? Did you see it?
I'm pulling it right now because it's not a rave review.
Because I think I read it, and it was not a rave review. It was very mediocre.
One of them says 8 out of 10. But there was a second one, and I don't see it here anymore, but maybe I'll find it. I think the first... G. What, Guns N' Roses doesn't start with G? Fuck. Oh, next. Where is it at? That's all I end up sure. Take 1. Guns N' Roses. 5 out of 10.
There you go.
Yeah, and that's on BraveWords.com by David Perry.
Yep, that's not exactly a rave review.
No, that's not. And it was so pounding that they fucking whipped one together to try and get their interview together. And had Groman or somebody write Aaron Small wrote a nice one. Okay, go ahead.
That one's actually entitled Fellatio.
Ugh. Not any head that I want to get. Jesus Christ.
Absolutely, guys. Let me tell you what I did to support Chinese Democracy. I bought the Chinese Democracy single off of iTunes. I downloaded the album from iTunes. I bought the CD at Best Buy. I bought the vinyl at Best Buy. And I don't know if you saw this, Mark, but inside, you have to look closely inside the dust cover. There is a coupon to download another digital copy of it for free if you bought that vinyl.
I did.
Jeez.
Lame. And what a waste of money. Lame.
See that in my vinyl copy. Some negative reviews, not many. The New York Times does not like Chinese Democracy. The New York Times is a paper that's going bankrupt. It's not doing real well lately.
So that means their writing is not credible.
They wrote a bad review because they're broke.
Yeah, they're going broke, which means that their review is not credible.
Right.
And these music critics that write for the New York Times are a bunch of like Brooklyn stuck-up Williamsburg indie rock guys that aren't even New Yorkers. They're not even New Yorkers?
You cannot evaluate Guns N' Roses unless you're a New Yorker.
Really? So you can't write for the New York Times unless you're a New Yorker?
No.
Oh, I see. They're
you
stuck
can't have
up.
a valuable opinion if you're not a New Yorker.
Oh, I see.
Get it
And
straight.
here when they were 22 years old. They're so stuck up and full of themselves, and they think they know everything there is to know about music. And these guys at the New York Times can go to hell, in my opinion.
Kind of like you guys, huh?
Yeah, kind of like you.
Yeah, stuck up, think you know everything.
Yeah. What if the guy from the New York Times will be crying to somebody about what you said?
Nice. Well, this is a magazine or newspaper that's going broke anyway.
Yeah, I wonder if the New York isn't the New York Times. Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't that the one that's called the Old Gray Lady?
I believe so.
And that's because it's been around like since the advent of this country.
Basically, yes.
Okay, but they have no credibility because they don't like Chinese democracy.
Right, because they're going bankrupt and their writers are stuck-up yuppies and they're not even from New York.
Right.
What an assessment.
How about this? None of them have any credibility. It's all an individual opinion, stupid.
Indie rock guys that aren't even New Yorkers. They've, transplanted here when they were 22 years old. They're so stuck up.
And where are you from, Mark? Fort Wayne, Indiana?
Sure.
Aren't you from Fort Wayne, Indiana?
That's true.
Isn't that where you're from, Mark? Didn't you transplant to New York, New Jersey when you were younger?
I believe you're correct.
And full of themselves, and they think they know everything there is to know about music. And these guys at the New York Times can go to hell, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. I bet that if...
Yeah, fuck you, pal.
Oh, wait. It's going to get raw here.
If this album, if it was the same music, but it said Slash, Duff, and Matt Sorum, or Steven Adler, and Izzy, they'd probably give it a 5-star review. But just because they think that for some reason, because this is a different version of the band, that it's somehow not as good is bullshit, in my opinion.
Ooh. Did he actually bleep himself out saying bullshit?
He did.
Wow.
I didn't edit it.
I gotta listen to this again.
But it said Slash, Duff, and Matt Sorum, or Steven Adler, and Izzy, they'd probably give it a 5-star review. But just because they think that for some reason, because this is a different version of the band, that it's somehow not as good is bullshit, in my opinion.
Wow.
Yes, that's true.
Easy with the language there, John.
Yeah, take it easy. I'm going to have to write a complaint because I don't believe this podcast is listed for explicit language.
Right.
Chinese Democracy sold 51,000 copies in the United Kingdom, which is a much smaller country than the U.S., on its first day. Now, let's put this in perspective. Mick Jagger's last record, Got Us in the Doorway, sold 1,000 copies on its first day in the United Kingdom. Again, a lot smaller country than the United States. Robbie Williams, one of the biggest selling artists in the United Kingdom. He's not that popular over here, but he's enormous over there. His last album sold 54,000 copies on its first day. And the biggest selling album of the year in the UK so far has been Oasis, Dig Out Your Soul. And that actually sold 90,000 copies on its first day. So what I'm saying here is Chinese Democracy is rocking the United Kingdom. A lot of...
Hail and kill, caller. You're on the air.
Jesus, just fucking Christ. They're grasping for straws. Like, Mick Jagger's, it's a lot smaller country. Robbie Williams, blah, blah, blah. What the fuck? I mean, and they're so, just shut the fuck up and get over it. The album was a flop. You sucked Axel's dick for nothing. Good day, sir. I just wish they'd cut themselves and fuck the wound.
Hey, well, all I've got to say is this album is huge in England.
Yeah. 51.
Yeah, it sold 50,000 copies. And remember, England's a lot smaller than this place is.
Right, and it's
You
rocking
gotta
the
take
United.
that.
It's rocking the United States.
Yes, but it's rocking the United Kingdom even more, even though it sold a lot less copies.
Yeah, well, you know,
All right.
all I got out of that from hearing about how it compares to Robbie Williams and Oasis sales is that England just has bad taste in general.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, yeah, pretty much. All right, hail and kill.
Hail and kill, Manuel.
Hey, you guys have. It's been a great year. Fuck you, pal.
All right. Holy shit. I love this analysis.
Guns N' Roses fans over there embracing this album.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Man. Worldwide, there are Guns N' Roses fans, and they were hungry for Chinese democracy, and they are out there showing their support. And, yeah, and heck with those leaks, because all of the true fans are still flocking to Best Buy, flocking to the stores in the other countries, and they're buying Chinese democracy because, you know, I don't think those leaks hurt it at all.
I don't either. A big cheers to Guns N'...
Okay. You mean the leaks that you didn't listen to, but yet you know whether a guitar lick was replaced or a drum sound was polished or anything?
Yeah, those leaks didn't hurt anything.
Yeah.
I agree. They probably didn't hurt anything.
Right.
Roses, Talking Metal Toast. We are both...
Talking Metal Toast. All right, excellent.
Drinking Blue Moon with an orange slice in the glass.
And I have to say, it's very, very good. That was Death a Dealer off a Perpetual Flame by Yngwie J. Malmsteen.
Malmsteen. Is it M-E-L-M? Malmsteen? I thought it was Malmsteen.
Yeah, last I looked, it was Malmsteen.
Okay.
You got to check out the credits on this. The songs were composed by Yngwie. They were performed by Yngwie. They were produced by Yngwie. Yngwie is amazing. He plays, you know, bass, guitar, lead guitar, guitar synth, acoustic guitar, anything you can think of. Yngwie can play it, and a lot of that work is on this record. He is unbelievable.
A lot of that work is on this record.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Yngwie Malmsteen is known as being a guitarist.
Yeah, he is, and a lot of his work appears on this record.
And he's known for being one of the most accomplished guitarists out there. Is that true? Is that a true statement?
From what I understand, that is his claim to fame.
So, where's the amazing feat that he played all of the guitar parts on his album?
I don't know.
Yes, he is unbelievable. And this is our friend Gary, who you guys saw on the Talking Metal on Fuse TV show. He has a great...
You mean that failed show that got 7 episodes and got canceled immediately?
Yeah, the show that Fuse realized their mistake early on. Yeah, we saw him.
And Maelstrom, which has a lot of history. And let's check in with Gary right now, and he'll take us out today. So... big shout out to all the Talking Metal fans. Check us out on twitter.com/talkingmetal and, of course, myspace.com/talkingmetal.
What happened to your blog on Fuse?
Yeah, where's that? Is that gone now?
Yeah, it's probably gone.
Absolutely. And Gary, man, you're one of our favorite Talking Metal family members. Let's get into the interview with Gary from Maelstrom.
Maelstrom.
Oh,
boy. Wow, there was a lot of dick sucking going on there.
What is that chick doing? Brushing her teeth with a cock? Jesus. Sounds like somebody mic'd up their toothbrush.
Yeah, it's almost what it sounds like. Sounds like she's like slapping her tongue with the head of a cock.
one really hard cock.
Yeah.
Thing sounds like teeth.
Yep. Well, I've got my audio project cut out for me for tomorrow.
What would that be?
Well, I'm going to do a little production, a little bit of mixing and taking some audio and mixing in a few sound effects and
There'll be something fresh and fun on January 3rd.
Yeah, there you go. All right, man. Well, that's going to wrap up the Classic Metal Show for 2008.
Thank God, I'm tired.
Yeah. Thanks for checking out the best of the Classic Metal Show. You can tune into the Classic Metal Show live every Saturday night from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Eastern, exclusively at www.theclassicmetalshow.com.
Classic Metal Show.